Well, during COVID, I was still working out at home, so I just started going to the gym 2 years ago. So I mostly did HIIT exercises, body weight, Pilates. I did a lot of ab exercises. I did a lot of walking from 20 to 30,000 K steps per day. So yeah, I was really active, but mostly cardio. Then I bought myself some dumbbells. It was 1 kilo, 2 kilo, and 5 kilo dumbbells. So um, everything I did at home. So I started, let's say, weightlifting, but it wasn't really lifting weights because it was just 5 kilos. But yeah, I liked it. Um, I went to a friend's house one day. She had some more weights than I had, so she had like a bar and I think max 60 kilos. We did some hip thrusts. She had also, dumbbells, so we did some bicep curls and some back exercises. I don't really remember which. Um, and the first time I used real weights, I didn't like it. So I thought that weightlifting wasn't really for me. Um, then I just continued doing my cardio and HIIT and um, lightweight exercises, and I like that. Then after COVID ended, um, my cousin actually got me to the gym. So the first day I went, I just completely forgot about all that cardio I did, and I fell in love with the gym. Yes, I was really active throughout my whole life. First sport I did was dancing. I was a hip hop dancer for I think 9 years. I did some competitions, but I stopped after ending elementary school. I did some sports in between, like badminton. I think there was some volleyball, if I remember correctly, but nothing serious, just elementary school activities. Um, I did a lot of running. Um, yeah, I think that's it, and a lot of home workouts. And then I went to the gym, so I think that's it. My training schedule right now is I have a 5 day split. So it's one day is glutes and hamstring, then the other is arms, so bicep, tricep, then it's quads, then it's back, then I repeat the whole process and it's glutes and hamstrings again, and then it's chest and shoulders. And I don't have scheduled rest days. I just take a rest when I need it. That's usually like a fourth day because I start feeling weak and I can't really finish my training as I imagine it. So then I know it's time to take a rest. And sometimes it can be like 5 days of training in a row and then two rest days. And some days it can be only like 2 days training and then rest again. Oh, so my current diet is maintaining weight. I did a cut recently, but I stopped, I think, a month and a half ago. Um, Now it's just eating, not really what I want, but I eat a lot more, of course. I feel better. I like oats, so I eat a lot of oats, and I also like sweets. So I eat once per day, I eat oat pancakes with a piece of chocolate and a lot of flavor drops. Also a lot of 0 calorie syrups. And for the morning, I just eat like oat porridge, or I bake myself like kind of a cake with oats with a little bit of chocolate with frozen fruit. And then for lunch, I usually have some type of protein. So it's like or tuna, chicken, but I've got overeaten chicken, so I don't really eat that much anymore. Then it's like lean beef, lean pork, um, that kind of protein. And then I usually eat like 40 grams of carbs, usually in pasta or I recently started to like couscous. I don't eat a lot of rice. I just don't like it. And then I have snacks, like Greek yogurt, low fat, of course, some granola, some honey. Sometimes I also like fruit. Um, it's better to eat fruit, of course, than just eat protein bars and other types of sugar. So yeah, fruit helps. I also have cheat meals, usually once per week. Sometimes, if I need it, twice per week. Um, Sometimes I like to go overboard on them. Now not so much anymore because I'm maintaining, so I'm not as hungry as I was. But yeah, I love food. Um, like I said, I love to eat sweets, so a lot of that. Um, well, I balance. I mean, I make it work somehow. Well, the problem was when I was working student jobs, and I also wanted to handle clients. I wanted to spend my time in the gym for at least like 3 hours a day, so that was hard. I was working all the time, and when I wasn't working, I was training, doing steps, um, meal prepping, so that was kind of hard, yeah. Now, I work from home. I don't work any more student jobs. I only handle clients, write their programs, have virtual training sessions, so that's a lot easier. I can make my own schedule, when I wake up, I do one or two clients, then I go to the gym, then I have the rest of the clients, and I still have a lot of time for me left. So it works now. I don't really hang out with my old friends as much as I did before because, yeah, of course, when you start to work, you don't have that much time anymore. And I like to have some time for myself. So, social life, I don't really have that much of it anymore, but it doesn't bother me. I like spending time on myself with my boyfriend, with my one of my closest friends, and that's pretty much enough for me. Well, the goal, I really don't have a specific goal right now. I mean, they change. So my goal right now is to maintain the weight I'm at now. I mean, at least try to. It's also to get a little bit bigger. And the most important goal I've had throughout my whole life is just to like how I look. Because, when you go to the gym, body dysmorphia happens, and there's always, problems, things you don't like about yourself, and so my goal is really just to learn how to love myself the way I look. I mean, of course, I want to get better, better and better, but still, I want to be happy with how I look, and yeah, that's the most important goal. And also, I want a bigger bench. Right now, I'm at 82.5 kilos. I want to get to at least 85 in next 6 months, maybe. Um, Obstacles. I didn't really have. Oh, I did, yes. My obstacle, the biggest one was I struggled with binge eating for a year. Um, After my parents moved away to another country, I found I found help with binge eating. So I overate like every second day when it was the worst. I binged on like 5,000 calories daily. I gained a lot of weight. I wanted to create, fitness content, but it wasn't really good. How can I tell people how to lose weight if I can't even do it myself? So that was a problem, yeah. Um, so now I got that under control. I don't binge it anymore. So that's one obstacle um, solved. Um, Now I don't really have any obstacles, just like injuries from time to time. Like my hamstrings were lagging because I didn't train them for the first year I started to train. Now they're yeah, like I said, lagging. Then I overtrained them because I wanted to get them as big as I could in the shortest time possible. Now I can't train them again because they're inflamed. So yeah, otherwise, there's no obstacles really right now. Well, inspirations keep changing actually. When I first started gym, I looked up to women who weren't really that big, who had some nice glutes, legs, shoulders maybe, but I didn't want to have like too big of an upper body. Then when I started really lifting and getting bigger, I always looked up to more bigger and bigger girls. Now I look up to, I don't even know how to pronounce it. I think it's either Bergfot, I'm not sure. And she's got like big upper body, and I really like her arms and shoulders. Then I really like those wellness competitors at the Olympia stage, of course. They get some nice legs. Um, and outside of the gym, I really look up to my boyfriend actually. He pushes me to be better and better, If it wasn't for him, there would be a lot more skipped training days. Because sometimes you just don't have motivation to go to the gym, and if someone is making you to go there, it helps. So yeah, he's kind of one of my biggest inspirations. Oh, that's a good question. Um, I was also like that first. I didn't want to get too big. My parents told me, don't have too much of an upper body or look like a man. So of course, I was also thinking that. But when I started lifting and I got bigger, like I said, I always wanted to be bigger. So um, if I saw my body like I am now 2 years ago, I would think, no, I don't want to look like that. But now I love it, and I want to get even bigger. So for the girls who are afraid, um, I just can tell that when they start to get bigger, they will like it and they will want to get bigger also. So if they're still afraid, I mean, why? First, ask yourself why. If it's because others are telling you not to get big, don't mind them. Just do what you want to do. If you want to get big, get big. If you don't, just don't. But well, it's a personal preference. So if you don't want to, then you don't have to. You can just train legs and glutes like most girls do. If you like that, and I think in time their goals will change and they'll want to look different, and won't be afraid to lift big weights anymore. So yeah, just do what you think is the best for you right now, and yeah, just be happy with what you do and how you look like. Okay, another good question. Yes, I faced a lot of negativity about that. And the funny thing was, it came from guys. Not even one girl in my life told me I was too big and that didn't look good. They just said I looked great and they wanted to have a body like me. So it mostly comes from the guys. Yeah. And it's funny how it also comes from those guys who don't even lift, or they lift and they look smaller than me. So I think it just honestly their ego hurting a little bit. They can't get bigger than a girl. So when a guy tells me I'm too big, I just take that as a compliment. Like, you think I'm big? Thank you. I wanted to be like that. So I don't really mind those kind of comments. They just give me motivation to get even bigger and train even harder and eat more. And yes, that just it doesn't really, get me down. I appreciate those kind of comments because, yeah, I just think that just means I'm on the right way.